Just 8 days late, the Pennsylvania legislature finalized the budget for the Commonwealth. This year was an unusual and yet challenging year, dealing with a significant surplus of funds. Maybe the most important action was a bipartisan agreement to lower the corporate income tax in the state from the second highest in the nation at 9.9% down to 8.9%, with successive 0.5% reductions each year until the rate stabilizes at 4.9%. This may be the most important step lawmakers and the administration have taken to jumpstart Pennsylvania's anemic economic development effort. This is critical in attracting new companies and retaining those who are here. It's also a critical step in stopping the drain brain of young talent leaving the state post-graduation. Hospitality businesses, particularly restaurants and caterers, are still struggling as a result of the pandemic-era shutdowns, and now with record high inflation and gas prices. This week, Governor Wolf announced that Pennsylvania will receive nearly $268 million in American Rescue Plan funding. Guidelines will be available soon, and we certainly hope that the lion's share will be dedicated to the hardest hit businesses, those in our industry. Speaking of economic aid for businesses, there is still an opportunity to cash in on the employee retention credit that was rolled out during the pandemic. PRLA has partnered with Adesso Capital, a firm specializing in ERC that can help you determine if you are eligible and will work with you to get the money. Visit the PRLA's ERC Support Center on our website to find out more about this program. We may be in or on the verge of a recession, but PA casinos have set a new annual record for gambling revenue, rising above $5 billion for the first time. Not surprisingly, everyone is focused on the record high gas prices, which are causing economic crisis for families and drastically reducing consumer spending on things like meals at restaurants. Many may not know that with the price of diesel fuel skyrocketing in recent months, they're also absorbing the impact of the much costlier diesel fuel. That's because the goods consumers buy, from cereal and orange juice to Amazon deliveries of diapers, are delivered by trucks, trains, or ships that run on diesel. Those inflated prices are then passed on from company to company until they reach consumers in the form of costlier goods. This week, PRLA, along with the Pennsylvania Department of Drug and Alcohol Programs and several other local businesses, partnered with Senator Carolyn Comita for a free naloxone training in Westchester. Thanks to PRLA Brandywine Chapter President Bob Raffetto for spearheading this important program. About 40% of workers are considering quitting their current jobs in the next 3 to 6 months, a report from McKinsey & Company published last week, which surveyed more than 13,000 people across the globe, including 6,294 Americans between February and April, has found. This isn't just a passing trend or a pandemic-related change to the labor market. Bonnie Dowling, one of the authors of the report, says of the elevated quit rates. She goes on to say there's been a fundamental shift in workers' mentality and their willingness to prioritize other things in their life beyond whatever job they hold. We're never going back to how things were in 2019, according to Dowling. Full-service restaurants in Michigan are at risk of losing the tip credit because of a court decision that reinstates a $12 per hour minimum wage for all workers in the state, including servers and bartenders. The state's assistant AG filed a motion to stay on Wednesday, which would delay implementation until all appeals have been exhausted. Michigan is one of those states in which tipped workers rose up to oppose elimination of the tipped wage because it would lead to the elimination of tips and a reduction in their incomes. Congratulations to PRLA member Knoebels, which was featured this week in a PBS documentary. Lastly, if you want to recognize a great employee or highlight your organization's community service, the PRLA Spirit of Hospitality Awards is the best way to do so. The awards honor exceptional members of the association and the greater hospitality industry for their leadership, commitment, and service to the industry and their communities. The nomination deadline has been extended until Friday, August 5th, and you can nominate by clicking on the link in today's update. Award winners will be recognized at the 2022 PRLA Spirit of Hospitality Awards Gala, which will be held at the Hotel Hershey on Monday, September 12th. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of It Happened This Week. I'm John Longstreet, and I'll see you again next time.